Presentation of the Minnesota Twins.
Minnesota Twins baseball is presented by Progressive. We have abundant sunshine today here in downtown Minneapolis, and the rubber game of this three-game series coming up. Twins and the Astros, and the final game of this homestand. Twins look to win this series, and Josh Bell, so far so good here this week. He's back at first base today, 6 for 8 in this series. Derek Shelton managed Bell in Pittsburgh and loves what he's seeing from Bell right now this week as a Twin.
When Josh, and I've seen it before, having managed him and then managed against him, is when he starts to get on time, he can collect hits really quickly.
And with that, we welcome you back to the booth, everybody. Alongside Justin Morneau, I'm Corey Provis, Audra Martin from the field in just a bit. This Twins lineup certainly has a different look right now. Royce Lewis at AAA, Ryan Jeffers is out, and great having Byron Buxton back in the leadoff spot for the second straight day. But there's a void to fill, especially without Ryan Jeffers, and Josh Bell, he's a key cog right now.
Yeah, for sure. I think anytime you lose a veteran guy or a guy who's having a season like Ryan Jeffers is having, somebody else you're looking to pick up the slack, and Josh Bell has done exactly that in this series, barreling the ball, working line to line, hitting balls to the opposite field, off-speed pitches. First one a changeup, 114 miles an hour, then battled through an at-bat with 4 fastballs and then flipped it the other way. That's how strong he is. That was all hands, and when he's getting that big bat out there, he's getting the barrel to the ball, it jumps. And as Schulte said, when it's hot, it's scary because he can get as hot as anybody in the league line to line. And that's what the Twins are going to need with missing Jeffers and missing part of their opening day lineup.
And Byron Buxton is going to DH once again, so back-to-back starts at first base for Josh Bell. And we'll see him swing left-handed today against the righty Mike Burrows here in Game 3. Speaking of pitching, it's a Joe Ryan experience today at Target Field, and Ryan throwing well. Audra has more on Joe next. Minnesota Twins baseball is presented by Progressive Insurance. A grand slam for your budget. Visit progressive.com. And by Ford. Visit local.ford.com or your local Northland Ford dealer today. Minnesota Twins baseball is presented by your local Toyota dealers. And by Menards. Save big money at Menards on all your home improvement needs.
The homestand comes to a close this afternoon in downtown Minneapolis. The Twins now look to end it on a high note with a series win against the Astros. Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Target Field. I'm Audra Martin. What better way to end a long stretch at home than with the Joe Ryan experience out on the mound? And given what we've seen from Ryan over the last 2 starts, the Twins should feel pretty good heading into this afternoon's rubber match. Now, keep in mind, it was just 2.5 weeks ago that the team had quite a scare seeing Ryan walk off the mound after just 9 pitches against Toronto. Luckily, the MRI came back clear, and he was back to work for his next scheduled start. And he allowed just 1 run in each of the last 2 starts since then, tossing 6 innings in both and punching out 12 total hitters. After both outings, he mentioned feeling the most like himself that he has all season. And here's what that looks like to his manager.
The ability to execute pitches. I think Joe's greatest strength, although we know he's got the ride fastball and the slot's different than a lot of people, his ability to execute different pitches in the zone and be able to mix and match when he's at his best, I think that's what kind of vintage Joe Ryan is.
Do you just come into a game like today with a sense of confidence because he is the one on the mound?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, maybe scarred a little bit after the Toronto one where he came out after 8 pitches. But I think, yes, you're very confident because he has the ability to execute a game plan regardless of what his pitch mix is or which pitch is working that day.
Well, coming up, the series win is up for grabs this afternoon. Will it be the Astros or will it be the good guys? The Twins going for that win, and it's all coming your way from Target Field next.
Minnesota Twins baseball is presented by Ram Trucks. Nothing stops Ram. And by Delta. From Twins territory to the world, Delta, official airline of the Minnesota Twins.
I think what you're seeing there is like everybody's got their own thing to like get into that zone, that flow state.
He's in his own world too. You see him looking up, and he does this little, and he's in his own head, you know? Everybody, I feel like, has to be in their own space as a pitcher.
And there's strike three looking.
Joe is just kind of whatever comes into his mind, and that's just flowing.
It's amazing. It is. Yeah, he's an awesome dude.
Strike three right down the middle. It is a Joe Ryan experience and a Joe Ryan day at Target Field. Rubber game of this series and the 9th and final game of this lengthy homestand. So far the Twins are 4-4. Minnesota Twins baseball is presented by Progressive. Nice day here at the ballpark. Warming temperatures, blue skies and sunshine. High atop this gorgeous ballpark at downtown Minneapolis. Sunny skies right now in the 50s, should reach the low 60s as the game progresses here this afternoon, as Joe Ryan is prepping for his 9th career start, including the playoffs against the Astros. Houston is Chicago bound after the game today. Joe Espada and Houston 20-30 on the season. Good numbers at Target Field, but their first and their worst 50-game start since 2014. The Ford Houston batting order, Jeremy Pena made his return off the IL as the series began. A couple of hits, an RBI and a run. Yordan Alvarez has 4 hits lifetime against Ryan. 3 of those 4 are home runs. Walker, Myers, Vicenzo, Matthews, Smith in right, and Christian Vasquez, the former Twin, will catch for the 3rd straight day. As we take a look at Joe Ryan and his season here, Morty, his numbers are brought to you by CarShield.
Yeah, numbers good all the way around, but coming off consecutive really good starts. And today we're going to keep an eye on that sinker. He's known for that 4-seam fastball, that lower arm slot, good carry on it, but that sinker, he's been able to get some good movement on that. Throw it inside to the lefties off the plate, let it run back over that inside corner, started off the plate to the right-handed hitter. So that's a pitch that he is really starting to embrace, along with the off-speed stuff, but his fastball will always be his weapon, and hitters are aware of that, so he's found a way to try and counter that with a little different movement on his sinker. So good pitch to keep an eye on today. Let's see how he uses that against this Houston lineup.
And the Astros are a very good fastball hitting team, as we see Ryan. How about the rest of the Twins behind him today? Larnach, Outman, Cody Clemens, his first start in right field this season. Ryan Kreidler, his first start at short after starting 4 games at third, also 4 in center. Josh Bell at first, and Caratini behind the plate for Ryan here today. And Cody Clemens was out early today, working early this morning. Fly balls in the outfield. So we see him in right, and also a new shortstop. Brooks Lee is on the bench for now, and Ryan Kreidler, very sound defensive player, being at that position here for the series finale. Now, watching Jeremy Pena in this series, especially first batter of the game, Morty, don't you think he is just looking for a first pitch fastball?
Yeah, he's not afraid to swing early, and you know Joe Ryan, and see what Joe Ryan does. Churio hit a double first pitch of the game in his last start. See if they throw anything with a wrinkle in it or just go right at him.
Adam at 93 and fouled back to the screen by Jeremy Pena. Missed over 30 games earlier this season with a hamstring injury. Astros, just as they're getting some players back, Pena and Myers, but then they lose 2 more. Jose Altuve out, Lance McCullers Jr. on the IL as well. So to be fair for Joe Espada, yes, the record is what it is, but he has not had the team he envisioned and planned on come opening day.
It's been a battle, but nobody's going to feel sorry for you in this league. And every team deals with injuries. They've just had more than most to start the year. It was funny to watch Pena take that second pitch. He had a good swing on that first pitch fastball, and hitters in today's game are so used to, okay, I got 1 fastball to hit. Now what are they going to do differently to try and get me out here? To see him start the game with 3 straight fastballs.
1-2. Poked out to left center field, and shallow, tough play that will bounce in front of Larnach. So it was a sweeper, and Pena put it in play, and a soft single lands, and the leadoff man is on for Houston today for Isaac Paredes.
Well, not great contact on this ball. Have a look at Larnach at left. A little kind of half shift of the ball as he was reading it off the bat. Pena taking a full swing, and then sometimes you get fooled a little bit as an outfielder when a guy takes that full swing, but he hits it down towards the end of the bat. I don't think he would have had it had he had the perfect read on it anyway, but dealing with traffic early again in his first inning for Joe.
Pitch clock was down to 1, so Ryan wisely stepping off. It was this pairing, Pena and Paredes, that combined for 2 early runs last night, and the only runs the Astros needed in a 2-1 victory. A sweeper for a strike on Paredes, who has the 1 hit in this series, but it was a key swing off Zebby Matthews. A long home run out to left, his 5th of the season. The pairing of Ryan and Caratini. We have seen this before 5 times. We have seen this battery, and it's worked out well. Joe's ERA with Caratini behind the plate at 2.31. Sixth home start for Ryan this season. ERA in the low 2s. Sinker did not come back, and now a 3-1 count on Paredes. Alex Jackson joined the team yesterday. Day game after a night game, but the familiarity that Caratini has with Ryan played into Caratini catching him again, despite the quick turnaround today. But Connor Prelup is set to start on Friday against the Red Sox, and Jackson caught him in the minors, caught him in spring training. We'll likely see Jackson catch Connor Prelup on Friday night at Fenway.
Yeah, I think also the shorter game last night, had it been after the rain delay that we had on Friday, we probably wouldn't have Caratini behind the plate. But
runner goes, 3-2 pitch, popped up shallow right. Here comes Cody Clemens, and he'll track it down.
Ball find you out there, and the wind is blowing a little bit. You got the sun, a few clouds up there to help you, but if your first ball of the game, first play you have in the outfield, haven't been out there in a few days, you'd like it maybe to be a little easier than that, but he ran it down, made a nice play.
I saw Cody play a good right field last year. 11 games, 7 starts. Day off for now for both Martin and Lee. And now Yordan Alvarez. Runner goes, and the pitch, a swing and a fly ball, right center field. Clemens and Outman over, and Outman is there to make the play. Onto the warning track for out number 2. 362 feet of distance, but the second out for Alvarez. So 2 down, Walker coming up. But Cody Clemens, he was well aware that he was going to play right field here for this day game and wasted a little time morning this morning. Got out there early.
Yeah, just trying to get these reads. It's a tough right field to play, as we've mentioned a lot in this ballpark. Just getting comfortable again out there. It's just what a luxury to have as a manager, a guy you could put in first, second, right. There's very few players across the game that could do that. But it's something that's required or requested of players in today's game. And need an infield spot, need an outfield spot, and do whatever you can to get your bat in the lineup. But no matter what time that game starts, you got to get that work in.
0-2 on Christian Walker. Enters played today in the top 10 of the American League in both home runs and RBI. 11 homers, 31 driven in.
See if they go up top of the zone, above the zone with that 4-seam. See if you generate another swing and miss. Pena wants to run.
He stays, and the 0-2 outside.
94, we saw 95. He averaged just over 94 in the first inning of his last start, and then kind of tailed off towards the end. It'll be interesting to see if he maintains that velocity. It was down to 92 in the 6th inning of that start. So he's got a little more in the tank.
There it goes, off speed, swing and a miss, strike 3. A knuckle curveball, and Walker strikes out to end the inning. 53rd strikeout for Joe. Leadoff single leads to nothing. Twins coming up, bottom 1. Derek Shelton and the Twins, 5 games under, 22-27, 3-5 so far in rubber games, but they have won their last 2 rubber games, and hopefully can add to that today. Twins batting order is brought to you by Menards. Byron Buxton has returned last night, 2 for 5, a couple of doubles, 4 hits on this homestand, all for extra bases. Larnach, Bell, Clemens, Keyshaw. There's Ryan Kreidler batting 8th at short. James Outman batting 9th in center. Mike Burrows on the mound. The righty, who has been the most durable Houston starter this season, has the ball here for game 3.
He struggled in his last start. This will be his 10th start of the year. Give up 7 earned runs in that outing. He will typically pitch deeper into games. Some consistency, but his best pitch is right there. That's his changeup. It was +9 run value last year. It's a positive pitch for him this year as well. A little different movement. He's lowered his arm slot, getting a little more run on that pitch, a little more run on that sinker as well. He'll sit right around 94, 95 with that fastball. And we expect to see a lot of changeups, especially if he was watching last night, paying attention. A good start in front of him from Alexander, and then if you look at the Twins' numbers overall, they've struggled against off-speed pitches, specifically changeups, splits as a team this year.
Inside, and Buxton got hit. And looks to be okay at 94. We'll take off the gear. So Burrows plunks Buxton. Here comes Trevor Larnach as the Twins look to strike early.
That's a fastball with some run that got him a tricep, that pad. Wouldn't be surprised to see, game back yesterday after missing a few with that hip being tight. Will he look to run here?
He's 4 for 4 when trying to steal a base so far this season. Stays put as Larnach steps in and a strike. Well, Larnach, quiet homestand. 3 hits on the homestand with 1 home run. A base percentage still a healthy .382 for the left-handed hitting left fielder. No balls and 2 strikes on Larnach. Now Burrows, as Morty mentioned, is making his club-leading 10th start of the season here today. He was acquired from Pittsburgh in the offseason as part of a 3-team, 6-player trade. Rays, Pirates, Astros swapping players. Burrows, who pitched for Derek Shelton in Pittsburgh in the past, faces him as a Twin today. Chop to short, Pena. Only play is to first as Buxton moves to second. So 1 away, and Josh Bell coming up with a chance to put the Twins on top right away today. Mixing and matching Morty really all season long with the injuries that the Astros have dealt with. Bryce Matthews saw him in center field on Monday night. He'll play some second base without Jose Altuve. The corners remain the same for Pena at short, and our buddy Christian Vasquez behind the plate now for all 3 games.
Yeah, get Bell up there again. Big situation. Kind of right man, right spot. Hitting him 3rd. He's been good with runners in scoring position all year. Now the bat in this series starting to heat up. See if he gets something to hit that he likes.
Bell's been very good with runners in scoring position, and talking about the team's struggles against splitters and changeups, not Bell. He's done well against that pitch, slugging over .400 here this season. I was joking earlier this season, not really joking, but telling the story about Anthony Banda when the Twins were playing the Rays. He got some advice from Josh Bell and did a cleanse and jumped into the bay to try to get away some of the bad mojo that had been around Banda this season. He got that idea from Bell and asked Josh, hey, the numbers are really good. Did you jump in one of the lakes here recent days? He smiled and said no. Not yet. Maybe the second half. As he grounds out, moving Buxton to 3rd, so 2 away for Cody Clemens. Could take a plunge into Lake Michigan here next week.
Go to the harbor.
Or the harbor, even better. Some lobster. Did you ever do that to try and cleanse the demons out and say, hey, the baseball gods, look better upon me, and just take a polar plunge at any point?
If somebody told me there was a way that I could get hits, I was probably willing to try it. I'm not sure if I ever jumped in the... it's possible. Some of those nights get a little blurry.
Yeah. Red River,
Kansas City.
Near the Intercontinental Hotel in Kansas City. High fly ball, left center, playable for Myers. So Myers makes the play, and the Twins leave Buxton in scoring position. We cleanse ourselves and move to the second inning at Target Field.
Welcome back to Target Field, where it is a beautiful day for baseball, and where we're also thrilled to be joined by Sydney Peterson, Minnesota native and two-time Paralympian, who has won not one, not two, but 7 Paralympic medals in para-Nordic skiing. Sydney, congratulations, first of all, on a phenomenal career. You've competed and performed on some of the biggest stages out there. Today you were throwing out the first pitch. Were there any nerves? How are you feeling?
Oh, thank you so much. It was so exciting to be here and so exciting to get to throw out the first pitch. I mean, yeah, it was a little nerve-wracking. I didn't want to have a terrible throw. I think there was one bounce, but for not doing coordination sports, pretty happy with it.
A lot of people don't even get the one bounce. They go 12 feet outside, so you were just fine. You've had such a phenomenal and very inspiring career. Again, 7 medals at the Paralympics. You have medals at the World Championships. Is there an aspect or a moment of your career that you're most proud of?
I mean, it's hard to say because a lot of them, they each hold their own significance. I'm really proud of our relays because those hold just the teamwork, and it's really special to do stuff with teammates. And then I'm also really proud of my first individual gold that I got this past games in Milan. You know, I've put a lot of work into classic skiing, and that race took a lot of grit and hard work going into it, and so it was really special.
One of the things I think is so inspiring about you is between Olympic Games, you had an incredibly invasive brain surgery. 13 hours, I heard you were awake for the whole thing. You're back on the Olympic stage. So if there's young kids out there wondering, can I do that? Would I be able to go compete on the biggest level? What would you tell them?
Yeah, I think it just goes day by day. I mean, when I was a kid, I just started skiing because I loved to ski. My friends did it, and then I enjoyed racing. Gradually, I joined the high school team, then I wanted to ski in college, and then eventually this is where I ended up. And so rather than setting huge goals and thinking, oh, this is what I want to do, taking it small steps at a time, and, you know, in the short term, you're not going to accomplish much, but in the long term, those things will stack on top of each other, and you can do a lot, which is really fun.
Well, I think that's incredibly well said. You mentioned, you know, sometimes you take things a day at a time. Do you know what's next? What's up on the agenda for you here in the future?
Well, I'm still in school, so doing school, and then I'm still skiing, and so hopefully I'll be back out there in 4 years and still skiing back in the French Alps, and that'd be a lot of fun.
Add to it. 7 medals. Why stop at 7 when you can have like 25, right?
Exactly.
25, you heard it here first. Sydney, we really appreciate you joining us. Congratulations again on all of your accomplishments.
Thank you so much for having me.
Guys, back to you.
Audra, thank you very much, and congratulations to Sydney. And thank you so much for joining us here today from Lake Elmo, Minnesota. Went to the same high school as Jesse Diggins. Great job here today, and so great to have you at the ballpark. Congratulations. Look at all that hard work around the neck, and hopefully many more medals are in your future. Inspiration to all of us. I hope you have a wonderful day at the ballpark.
Awesome. That might be the most medals I've ever seen anyone throw a first pitch with.
Right? I mean, you can't be too tough on yourself when you have all that around your neck weighing you down. 2 balls and no strikes on outfielder Zach DeCenzo after Joe Ryan struck out Jake Myers. DeCenzo back in left field today. Now 2-1. 12th round pick in 2022. Some Big Ten ties. He played at Ohio State. Our Delta drone camera. High atop the Budweiser roof deck. Great shot of target field. Now 2-2, 95.
Yeah, reach back a little extra on that one. Best fastball of the day.
Perfect pitch right on the corner. Senzo began the season on the injured list with a right elbow sprain. He was optioned in early May at AAA Sugar Land. Also a member of the Italian team, the WBC. Hit .263 in 5 games for the Italians.
It's going to be nice the way Joe Ryan pitches, that in a league where the hitters hit fastballs better than they hit anything else, that he has that as his go-to pitch and he knows he can miss bats with it.
Bouncing ball to third, fair ball, slung across, not in time. Tristan Gray did all he could to make that play, but hugged the line, nearly hit the bag. Infield hit for DeCenzo, his second hit in this series.
Now this one on a sinker, so good movement. Your goal is to get it off the barrel and get weak contact on the ground. That's exactly what he got, but just a little bad luck on his side with how soft he hit that ball. And the perfect spot right over the bag. Nothing Gray could do on that one.
Now Bryce Matthews, who laid down a bunt hit here on Monday night. Matthews, a former first-round pick, did not play the game last night. He's made starts at center, left, and we'll see more time in the absence of Jose Altuve at second base. Altuve just put on the IL as this series was starting up with an oblique injury at grade 2, so he'll be down a while. Twins catch a break and no challenge there for Matthews. 0-2.
I think part of the thing, the benefit of Joe Ryan having that good fastball and hitters being aware of it also, it's different sequences than they're used to seeing. You know, normally if it's I get a fastball in the zone, good luck seeing another one, and Joe will just, when he needs it, when he's relying on something, he always has that to go to. And the hitters respect that. And so Matthews on the first pitch swung at a fastball top or just above the zone and kind of gave himself a little reminder, a little cue, hey, get that ball down, we can't swing up. And then he throws him another fastball, and you're sitting there going, this isn't the sequence or the pattern that I'm used to seeing. What's he going to do? And then he's got that sweeper that's got pretty good side-to-side movement on it. He's able to get hitters out front because they're sped up to that fastball. They're respecting that fastball. I love watching a pitch because it's pitching. It's not necessarily just I'm supposed to throw this pitch here, I'm going to throw it. It's reading the hitters, going back and forth, playing one pitch off of another. It's just enjoyable to watch a guy pitch from 92 to 94, reach back for 95 or 96 occasionally when he needs it, but it really is just the art of pitching.
First check on DeCenzo. Now Ryan in his last start against Milwaukee, he went 6 innings, only gave up 1 run, but what the Brewers did well was, and we're seeing it here at least this half inning, foul off a ton of pitches. Now Ryan, the first inning alone against Milwaukee in his previous start, threw 26 pitches and 9 of those were fouled off, and now puts Matthews away with a breaking ball. Third strikeout for Ryan and 2 down here in the Houston second.
This pitch combined with that sinker that he's been throwing a lot more just gives it a completely different look. For so long it was force him above the zone and see if he can get you out with something soft maybe below the zone, but now that he's really altered that pitch mix and really started to feed off throwing that sweeper, that sinker, now he has multiple places he can go in the zone to get you out.
Ball 1 to Cam Smith, his second start in this series, former first-round pick by the Cubs and a key player that came to Houston in the trade that sent Kyle Tucker to the Cubs. Tucker played 1 year in Chicago, then signed as a free agent with the Dodgers. Ground ball to hold it short. Kreidler backs up from left field, skips it across, not in time. Another infield hit for the Astros, and that moves DeCenzo down to second. So Christian Vasquez will face his former teammate. 2 on, 2 down here in the second. But first, our keys to the game morning brought to you by Toyota.
The old hook, line, and sinker, and 5 and 4. Hook, line, sinker. That's the sinker. Second infield hit this inning on that pitch, but it's been something that's really turning into a weapon for Joe Ryan. And then 5 and 4, 9-game homestand, longest one of the season so far. 4 and 4 record. See if we can get it to 5 and 4. Enjoy the off day, have a happy flight, all of those things.
Christian Vasquez, expect contact here. Low strikeout rate as he flips one foul down the right side. 0-1. The former Twin, 3 seasons with the Twins, then was out there open market for a while before signing a minor league deal with the Astros in March. He made the team, and he has become the #1 catcher. Haven't seen Cesar Salazar in this series at all. Yainer Diaz is on the injured list. It's been Vasquez now for all 3. 2 on, 2 out. And no challenge there from Caratini. Gave it a look, and Ryan asking where that was. And Caratini thought about it. And it looked to be a strike, but not challenged. Lined up to middle and into center field, a base hit. DeCenzo heading home. The throw is not in time. So DeCenzo scores. It's an RBI single from Vasquez. His 14th RBI. 1-0 Houston.
Well, after the hit, pitchers always have somewhere to be, and Joe knows that he's not supposed to be in the middle of the field. This ball maybe rattled him a little bit with how hard it was hit, and then I think it hit off his leg as he's laying on the ground. Hit him on the left hamstring, or maybe just missed him, but for multiple reasons, you're not in the middle of the field as a pitcher. Number one, you're creating traffic. That outfielder's looking who he's throwing that ball to. You're looking for one guy, and you get Bell in the middle, you get Ryan in the middle. Can lead to a lot of problems. Fortunately, that didn't take a bad bounce on him. And just a mistake by Joe. He knows where he needs to be on that play.
Pete Mackey out for a visit here as they gather to chat about Jeremy Pena now as the lineup turns over.
Even big leaguers get caught watching every once in a while. And also maybe thinking with 2 outs that throw's not going to come into home. Runner off on contact. Always entertaining. Not sure I've ever seen the pitcher in the middle of the field laying on the mound as the throw's coming towards home plate.
But if it's going to be somebody, it's going to be that guy.
Well,
Pena singled to left in the first.
You'd like to leave it right here.
First pitch breaking ball, 0-1 on Pena. Big cut. An all-star last season. And a Gold Glove in 2022. World Series MVP as well. Now part of the impressive resume for Jeremy Pena, now 28 years old. So back-to-back off speed. Now Ryan a strike away. Smith at second, Vasquez at first. Struck him out. 3 straight breaking balls. So Ryan has struck out 4, but the Astros do score 1 as Vasquez says hi to his former pitcher leaving the field. Breaking ball working well early for Joe. Welcome back. The Twins value menu features home run deals and fan favorites, all for $6 or less. For pretzels, hot dogs, sodas, and beer, find your perfect ballpark fare at value stands throughout beautiful Target Field. Catch the game with a grand slam and save your money. Plus, get your tickets right now at twins.com/value. Live look at the value stand as Keyshaw floats it out to shallow right, and Smith will make the play. 1 pitch, 1 swing, and 1 down here in the second. Twins down 1 early. Delta drone camera. As the Twins bat here bottom 2, Victor Caratini spent the last 2 seasons with the Astros, hit 12 home runs last year, a single season career high. Has 1 home run this year. Yeah, Morty, with all the roster shuffling yesterday, there is an impact. I don't think we got into this too much last night about how the Twins now will look at first base defensively. Because Victor Caratini, Josh Bell DHing, Ryan Jeffers behind the plate. We saw Jeffers catching Caratini at first base quite a bit, but with Jeffers out, and the Twins are going to lean on Caratini quite a bit behind the plate. I'm not saying you completely remove first base from Caratini's plate right now, but I don't think we'll see him there nearly as much.
Yeah, not much. Maybe left-handed pitcher on the mound, something like that. But he's going to be the guy handling the bulk of the responsibility behind the dish. And plenty capable of that. I think the day off tomorrow will help as well. Back-to-back, catch a night game after a day game.
Skies went out to right center field, hit well, some carry back towards the wall, and that is gone. Victor Caratini ties things up with a long home run out to right center, and it's a 1-1 game here at Target Field.
That went a long way, almost went in that second deck in right field. Kind of looked to the heavens between first and second, like finally there it is. Good contact. Caught that ball out front. Got the scoreboard. That's a look of relief.
Boy, lefties have really done damage against Burrows' fastball, and Caratini adds to that. 107 off the bat. Burrows now has allowed 11 home runs and 8 to lefties, and of those 8, Morty, now 6 have come against four-seam fastballs.
Well, the best way to eliminate his best pitch, which is his changeup, is not let him get to it or hit the first hittable fastball that he throws up there. And hitters have done a good job of taking advantage of that.
2-0 count to Tristan Gray.
Oh.
And he will challenge. Gray hasn't done this much as a hitter. And this was inside. The Twins maintain 2 challenges. So now it's a 3-0 count to Tristan Gray. Does he have the green light? Don't need it. Ball 4, not even close. So first walk for Burrows. Let's go back to Victor Caratini. 406 feet off the facing of the second deck.
Well, if you're standing up there and you said, I want the pitch in one spot, it would probably be exactly where he threw that pitch. Belt high, right down the middle, running into that left-hander's barrel with that little bit of fade he's got on that pitch. But Bell doing a nice job of snapping his home run drought in this series. Sometimes that look of relief you see on the player's face after they finally get that one and go, all right, they can breathe.
Both of his home runs have come here at home. Garrett Crochet back in mid-April. And now here against Burrows to tie up the game. Shin guards back on, iPad in hand. Gray at first base, Ryan Kreidler. First start at shortstop as a Twin. Out to right center, and Myers for out number 2. Outman coming up.
When pests show up uninvited, Plunkett knocks them out of the park with trusted professional care. From first visit to long-term prevention, get Plunkett's today.
Consistent playing time now for Outman here the last almost near week. With Byron out for a few days with a hip injury and no Austin Martin today. A rare day off for him, so Outman back in center once again, showing bunt and makes contact, but it's a foul ball.
Trying to find his way on base, trying to turn that lineup over and set it up for Buck. Glad I didn't get the phrase out that I was going to say. Seemed like a good time for him to go deep too, but maybe as this at bat goes along, he gets something he likes.
Change up high, 1 ball, 1 strike on Outman.
It's interesting with the struggles of Burrows. They traded for him. His arm angle is 9 degrees lower this year. That's pretty significant. 1 or 2 could just say, okay, his body's moving a little differently, not intentional, but that seems intentional. And 2 starts ago, he moved over to the first base side of the rubber, trying to have a little bit better command. And be able to control that run because he's in that lower arm slot. The ball's moving a little more than it had in the past, especially that arm side away from left-handed hitters. He's trying to counter that with an adjustment he made physically where he's actually standing on the mound.
He's the only Houston starter who has avoided the injured list so far this season. 2-2 on Outman. An injured list that also includes ace Hunter Brown, who is set to begin a rehab assignment any day now. Gray takes off, and the 2-2 to first, and played by Walker. And the inning is over, but the Astros lead is gone. Twins tied things up. Victor Caratini snaps an 0 for 9, finds the second deck in right center. 1-1.
$2 big.
Souvenirs, baseball cards.
What a life.
At the ball game today on this lovely day. Rubber game of this series. All tied 1-1 as Isaac Paredes leads off the Houston third. As Ryan misses outside, 4-1. Paredes, Alvarez, and Walker 2, 3, and 4 for Houston. Twins won 2 out of 3 against the Astros here at Target Field back-to-back years 2023-2024, but had a rough go against Houston as a team last year, winning only once all season long as Houston won 5 of the 6 head-to-head.
Got nervous for a second there.
I did.
Foul ball coming right at us.
He was on line, but thankfully up.
Danny set the bar on this homestand with that play he made.
All you there, 3-3. Danny brings his glove to the office. What about you? Where's that first baseman's mitt? At the Smithsonian.
In the garage.
And a foul ball. Let's see. He wants to check the ball.
He wanted to get rid of the ball before he could see.
Oh, and Ryan into a squat behind the plate. So Gabe Morales said, hey, before you throw that ball, I want to take a look, and found a mark.
Caratini, this is pretty good. It's about as quick as you'll ever see him pop up on a on a strikeout. He was trying to get that ball out of his hand before Gabe Morales could take a look at it.
You cannot review that. No problem as Ryan climbs the ladder. 94 strikes out his 5th Astro today.
He always has that pitch that he can go to at any count, especially with 2 strikes to end at bats.
And that's the one, right? That's the one that hitters talk about, perceived carry, actual carry, with where their eyes are going to go, but where that ball ends up, it doesn't always match.
It's for the millions of fastballs you've seen throughout your life coming at you at whatever mile, however many miles an hour. His is just different, and it's exceptional, and teams are trying to figure out how to teach it.
Weak contact. Alvarez rolls it out to the right side as Keyshaw throws him out, and there are 2 down. Well, Joe Ryan pitching here in the daytime, and so far that has worked well for the 29-year-old California native. His day game numbers brought to you by Car Shield. 3 starts, ERA mid-1s, a whip of around .5.
It's crazy. This is 11th start, already 4 day games. Opening day, always a day game. that Joe Ryan saying "my bad" to Caratini, and Christian Walker's looking at it like, "What's going on here?"
I heard "my bad." I could not tell where that came from. Would make sense if it came from that guy, because
I love that he exists in his own world out there, which is in front of however many thousands of people.
And it was Ryan. Let's take a look.
For whoever's listening.
So you think he just threw the wrong pitch, like what was sent to him by Caratini?
I don't know if it was mislocation or.
Two and two on Christian Walker, three-time Gold Glove winning first baseman, his second year with the Astros after some great years in Arizona. 3-2.
Got him on a curveball, that knuckle curve, his first time up. A 1-2 count. That sinker had some late life to it. Right in, jammed Walker pretty good on that foul ball. He's flexing his hand right now. Still a little cooler, beautiful day, but still temps aren't quite as warm as we'd like them to be.
Again, the payoff from Ryan. Line to right center field. Outman over. Outman with the dive. Superman hit saving play by James Outman. And that leads to a glove drop and an applause from Joe Ryan on the mound. Our unreal defensive play of the game. The best we've seen from Outman so far this year. Great effort, phenomenal catch. And JoJo loving it.
That's so good.
Outstanding defensive play from James Outman, ending the Houston third. Robbing Christian Walker and the Twins are batting here the home third, top of the order. Buxton, Larnach, and Bell. And Joe Ryan had an efficient 1-2-3 third inning. He struck out 5, and now Byron Buxton, his second look at Mike Burrows. And the first pitch is outside, ball 1. Back here in the booth, Corey Provis, Justin Morneau. We're now joined by a special guest. Live from the dugout, he was named the Twins Major League Field Coordinator back in mid-November. We say hi to Toby Gardner who has the headset on inside the dugout. Toby, thanks for doing this, and good afternoon.
What's up, guys? How are we doing?
We are doing just fine. We'll get to a variety of topics here, but this season, 2026, marking your first ever year in the big leagues. Are you enjoying it, and what has surprised you, if anything, about being in the big leagues for the first time?
Yeah, I'm having a blast. It's it's a lifelong dream. Obviously, I've been in baseball for a long time, and I watched my dad do it for a long time. But getting up here and getting a chance to be around these guys every day and going to all the ballparks and the travel and everything, it's been really fun.
So Toby, I know you spent a decent amount of time with a lot of the guys on the roster in the minor leagues. When Shelty was talking about it before the game, that minor league schedule, I know it's great for travel, and you're 6 days in the same city. You have every Monday off. Do you feel like it is giving these guys the best chance, or is it preparing them the best way we can to be able to get ready for the grind of the major league season?
I think so. The minor league schedule, the 6 games in one series or in one city, it helps out a lot. It helps out with the travel stuff. It helps out with, like, when you get to a place, you get a chance to get acclimated a little bit. Minor league travel is a lot different than major league travel. I'll tell you what, we're not flying charter planes. You're sitting in the airport for hours waiting for your flight, and then buses, and you're getting there at 2 o'clock in the morning. So the less travel you have to do, the better.
0-2 on Trevor Larnach. We're in a 1-1 game.
From the development standpoint, as far as pitchers go, that's something you guys were cognizant of how do we get these guys ready for the big leagues, these guys pitching out of the bullpen or guys pitching on back-to-back days, all of those things. That's also something that is talked about down there.
Yeah, that's a big part of it. In the minor leagues, you're always trying to make sure you have enough pitching in the big leagues. So every game that I was managing down there, I was constantly watching the big league game and seeing what they were doing with the pitching, because sometimes you got to hold guys out, sometimes you got to make sure you get guys back-to-back innings or back-to-back days or whatever the case may be, just to get them ready. So making sure managing the pitching and down there is huge.
2 down for Josh Bell, who's 0 for 1 here today. We've had a chance to watch Connor Prelup here, even Kendry Rojas a little bit. You had a chance to see these guys last year as Bell sends it to left center, and that's going to hang up in the ballpark and caught by Myers. Quickly, though, what you're seeing from Prelup and Rojas so far as big leaguers.
It's awesome. Those guys are throwing the ball great. Both of them, you know, they both have electric stuff, great arms. So it's really cool to see them up here doing what they're doing.
Hey, Toby, I wish this went longer, but a 1, 2, 3 third. Thanks for joining us. And there they are,
Always
father
good
and
talking to
son.
you guys. All right.
Great shot right there. We break. One, fourth inning, and Jake Myers leads off. Popped up. Josh Bell. Does he have a play? No. Ooh, fan falling backwards. As Bell came over, and is everybody okay down there? Ooh.
Another cold one will make that pain go away. Good effort.
You got Bell, you got a fan, and we go bye-bye.
Seat moved on him.
Yeah. Objects in the mirror are closer than they appear.
Love that his buddy just didn't put his beer down to help him out.
Right? No help. No help from his compadre right there.
He's not calling him for tickets the next time he's showing up. Yep. There you go. Oh, look, you fell down. Now we're going to laugh
seats,
at you.
Though. Great seats.
Oh, yeah. He wants another shot at that, too.
Now 2-2. Struck him out at 94. Now 6 strikeouts for Ryan. Second time. Second time he has struck out Myers here today. It's looking and now swinging.
And first time on the sweeper. This one, that well executed fastball that looks like it rises on the way to the plate. He's got that swing and miss fastball going today.
Joe's season high strikeouts is 7. He's done that 3 times, and he is on pace to shatter that today. Career high is 12. Zach DeCenzo, infield hit scored in the second as he checks the swing, a sinker for a strike anyway.
Oh, missed location, missed the entire plate, but still got the strike on it. I wonder if he goes that sinker in here. Missed the location with the last one to go back, and let's talk about it a lot with breaking balls.
It's a foul ball.
When's the best time to throw the same pitch again, or throw the same pitch if you miss with the location? You're talking about it all the time with his slider. Give it to me again, I'll make that adjustment right away. You're not quite the same for fastballs.
And Ryan did not like that at all, as he was not shy about his emotion after misfiring there. I mean, he wasn't hiding back what he said. Now misses high at 93, 2-2 on DeCenzo.
I know it's entertaining for us up here. I wonder how it is for those guys down on the field, if they're paying attention to it or if they're just trying to lock in on where's this next ball going to be hit and what am I going to do with it.
And there's strike 3, a sweeper, locking up DeCenzo. So he's matched the season high now with 7 strikeouts, back-to-back punch-outs here in the 4th. One of his strikeouts today was against Bryce Matthews. StatCast 3D morning, powered by Google Cloud, as we revisit the second inning.
Well, talking about the sequence now and his ability to go not only north-south, but also with that sinker being able to throw it in and then that sweeper. So you're able to work all parts of the strike zone with his arsenal. It was hard enough to hit when he first came up and basically was surviving on that four-seam fastball as he was trying to improve the secondary stuff. Now he's really worked on the secondary stuff and has added another good fastball with movement on it. It's just a tough world to be a hitter in. They got high fastball above the zone, trying to get the swing and miss right here.
Looking to strike out the side here in the 4th inning. The 0-2 from Ryan.
Well, I mean, he's at 71% strike, so he's doing a really good job. 51 out of the 72 pitches so far, but it's funny that he's saying my bad every time he throws a ball.
About to throw his 74th pitch of the game. Foul ball.
That squared up Caratini pretty good right in the middle of the chest. We saw the exaggerated finish from Joe Ryan. He knew that, got his guy behind the plate. He went 4-seam up, sweeper, knuckle curve. Four-seam away. It's a good sequence. 2 at-bats. He's seen all parts of the strike zone, all different movement types.
Was 0-2, now 3-2 on Matthews.
That was probably the one he wanted there.
Cam Smith on deck if this inning continues. Now Ryan's payoff on the way. He struck him out swinging, and Joe Ryan strikes out the side here in the 4th inning. Jake Myers swinging. Zach DeCenzo looking. Bryce Matthews swinging.
Here is where all of Twins territory.
Twins are here at home in the month of May. They're looking to win this game, the series in, and a 9-game homestand with 5 wins. All tied 1-1, bottom 4, Clemens, Keyshaw, Caratini. It's righty Mike Burrows. In morning pregame, you made a great call about Burrows because you see that face. And if you watched Milwaukee, even Toronto, the last decade or so, if you remember the name John Axford, because that is an eerie comp.
Doing some research last night, watching video, looked up, I went, Axe got younger and Axe got shorter, but it is eerily similar. Former teammate Colorado, just happens to be a Canadian also.
And he is an avid movie buff in that John Axford, if you're into Oscar pools and all those different awards, follow him on all the different social media platforms because he will lead you down a pretty accurate path.
It was crazy. I remember in spring training they would do a show with him on it, and he would go through his predictions.
All the movies.
I think he nailed.
He's really good at it.
Yep.
It's a closer for the Brewers for some really good teams. Now 2-2.
Get a hanging changeup here for Cody.
Burrows only at 43 pitches. And now 3-2. He's walked 1. Allowed just the 1 hit, and that was the Caratini home run. Stays alive, 3-2. Another changeup.
He's been efficient. This is only his second 3-ball count. Twins have gone up there aggressive. Probably aware of that changeup, so trying to get that, as we said, that first hittable fastball.
And Clemens chased the changeup down. And the first strikeout for Burrows starts off the Twins' 4th inning. Let's take a look at our Postman Law injury update. And unfortunately, Emmanuel Rodriguez will not see him anytime soon. He injured his thumb sliding into first base. Initially, no surgery was necessary, but the swelling, once it dissipated, further imaging was done. He did tear a ligament, the UCL ligament in his thumb, and he will need surgery, so he'll be out a while. And disappointing for Rodriguez, another injury to keep him down to the minor leagues. But look at how this has played out here at the big league club, because there was certainly a path, if Emma stayed healthy, for him to make his debut this season. We got a challenge here coming up from Keyshaw. It was called the strike. Keyshaw with a challenge at the plate, and Keyshaw was correct. 1-1.
Yeah, he was knocking on the door. I think a lot of those prospects that are in St. Paul, those guys don't have a whole lot of time at AA and AAA. But Emma, one of those guys who's been there a little bit longer, and with his skill set, his knowledge of the strike zone, high walk rate, thought it might be something that would play sooner than later here at the big league level, but unfortunately, and just unfortunate the way it happened. What I remember, sliding headfirst into first base, big no-no. Nothing he can do about it now except go through that rehab process that unfortunately he's had to do. He's had experience going through it multiple times in his career already. He's one of those guys you're counting on to be a part of the future of this organization. If you're winning divisions and making playoff runs, I feel like he's a guy that you're going to need to see patrolling one of these outfield spots one day.
1-2 on Keyshaw. He's 0 for 1 so far today. On the ground is short, and Pena. Keyshaw hustling, but the throw just in time to get him for out number 2. And here comes Victor Caratini. Tied the game back in the second inning, and this home run swing powered by Treasure Island Resort and Casino. For every Twins home run into the Treasure Island home run deck, Treasure Island donates $2,500 to the Twins Community Fund in support of the Junior Twins Equipment Kit Program. Snapped it 0 for 9 for Caratini.
Hit his fastball 407 feet, 406 feet his last time up. Maybe didn't think he was going to get another one to hit there. From a heater middle in.
No balls and 2 strikes on the switch hitting catcher. And Caratini's saying that hit him, and no motion yet from Gabe Morales, but we could hear Caratini say that hit me. And Mark Hallberg on the phone. This is a reviewable play. Chatting with Joe Casey in the replay video room, and dugout telling Caratini head back.
A little ripple of that back leg. He felt it, but hard to get that one overturned.
That's where Vasquez set up down and away. 96 for ball 2. And it looked to be at the bottom part of the zone. No challenge from Vasquez. Both teams have 2 challenges remaining. Now 3-2. Morty mentioned earlier that Burrows got hit hard last time out at home against Seattle, but the start before that at Cincinnati on May 8th, he went 7 shutout, striking out 6. 3-2 pitch, ground ball, base hit into right center. So Caratini has both of the Twins' hits today. Off of Burrows, and this 4th inning continues now for Tristan Gray, who walked in the 2nd.
Catcher in there catching the day game after the night game. wonder if he had this pitch in the back of his mind as he was walking up to the plate, knowing that he took him deep on his fastball, his last at bat. Got the 2 strikes. He got into more of a compete mode, but got a change up, elevated, hit it hard.
Gray will leave the team here any moment now as he and wife Madeline await the arrival of their second child, joining daughter Wesley, who was born in March of 2025. Gray, who makes his home in the Houston area. So he will go on the paternity list. And the Twins will make a corresponding move in his absence. 2 balls and no strikes on Gray. 2-1.
Good crowd, a lot of kids in the ballpark. The school buses lined up outside.
Weather date today.
A little buzz, a little chatter. A lot of off speed. Breaking changeups to Gray, who saw a 2-0 curveball that led to a 3-0 count. He walked his last at bat. See if he throws him a fastball here.
3-1 from Burrows. And we have a violation. That'll be ball 4 as that call made by Morales. So Burrows ran out of time, and a pitch clock violation walks Gray and moves Caratini down to second base. Hey, speaking of baby news, congratulations to one of our own, part of our Twins TV family. Congratulations to the Millington family on the arrival of baby girl Savannah Stevie Millington. Welcome to our world. Welcome to the Twins family. His wife Brittany and fellow sister Amelia. And congratulations to the Millingtons on Monday night, and everybody doing well and healthy. So 2 beautiful baby girls now in the Millington family, and congratulations to our buddy Jeremy, part of our award-winning Twins TV team, the newest addition to your lovely family. Josh Miller, pitching coach, out for a visit, and now Ryan Kreidler. Chance to do some damage here. A couple of 2-out base runners. Twins 5 for 14 so far in this series, entering play today with runners in scoring position. Twins have hit .325 over the last 6 games in spots like this. A swing and a fly ball, left center field, hit well. This one carrying back to the track, to the wall, and that is gone. Ryan Kreidler, a 2-out, 3-run homer, and the Twins take a 4-1 lead. Three homers in 10 games as a Twin, and Kreidler with a clutch 2-out swing here.
Got himself a fastball, almost the exact spot that Caratini's fastball was that he hit out of the ballpark earlier. But it all started with a great at-bat from Caratini. Went for 2 strikes down, found a way to get himself on base with a single. Gray with a pitch clock violation after seeing a variety of pitches in his at-bat.
And that's a fair ball for Outman down the right field line. It does kick off the sidewall. Outman on his way to second base. He will stop. So 4 straight have reached. And the Twins keep the pressure on, leading by 3. And here comes Byron.
Able to keep this curveball fair. It kind of hugged the line all the way down there. A lot of times hit a ball like that, it has some hook to it, but just hit it in a perfect spot. Let's see if Buck can find a way to pick him up. Real struggle to start the year with runners in scoring position. Better recently. The first hit on the last road trip. Wouldn't be surprised to see him go 10 for 20, 10 for 18 in these spots.
Buxton to center field and shallow. Here comes Myers. He'll make the running catch. And the inning is over, but the Twins take the lead. Ryan Kreidler, a 2-out, 3-run homer, 4-1.
Well, just a few minutes ago, we saw an unfortunate attempt at catching a foul ball, and as our friend in the front row failed to stick the landing, he also unfortunately knocked over the beer of the gentleman sitting behind him. So I wanted to make sure that the whole thing wasn't a complete disaster. Figured I'd buy you a beer.
Thank you very much.
What's your name, sir?
Bruce.
Bruce. Did you happen to see the replay when you were stepping away for a second?
We were down eating ice cream. So we seen the whole thing, and I was disappointed that he missed the ball.
And then you come back and you see your beer all over the ground?
Yeah, all over the ground.
Yeah. That was not the best attempt ever. I have to ask you, my friend, has your phone been blowing up in the last 5 minutes?
Yes, my daughter said it was embarrassing.
Well, you know, you may have wanted to be famous at some point in your life, and now you are.
Yes, that was not the way I wanted to be, but I'll take it.
And friends, how would you rate that attempt?
10 out of 10. 10 out of 10.
I mean, you got to give it to him. He put his life on the line. He laid down for it, but it didn't come down with him.
All right. Well, Bruce, you enjoy your beer. You guys enjoy the game. Do better next time. Guys, back to you.
Audra, thank you as Cam Smith sends it out to right center, and Clemens will get there for the out. Well done, Audra Martin. Great in the crowd, and making that gentleman happy. Fresh beverage on this bright, sunny afternoon in downtown Minneapolis.
All's good in the world. There
Right?
we go.
Making memories. Well done, Audra. Christian Vasquez, RBI single in the second. They gave Houston a short-lived 1-0 lead. To the right side, and Keyshaw. Route number 2.
From Twins territory to the world, Delta, official airline of the Minnesota Twins.
Two down for Jeremy Pena. Beautiful afternoon. Pena 1 for 2. And that's what he has seen really since the first inning. He got a steady diet of sweepers morning in the second, and Joe struck him out.
The funny part is that's the pitch he got a hit on his first at bat, and they just kept going back to it.
And then just paints right there at 94, 0-2.
There's a lot of trust. If it's a good pitch, if we execute it, it's still something we can throw if we want to.
Struck him out with a knuckle curveball. And back-to-back 3-up, 3-down innings for Joe Ryan, and now a 9-strikeout afternoon. Second time he has struck out Pena, swinging today.
2 out.
Twins by 3, bottom 5. Larnach, Bell, Clemens. And as Burrows is back out for the 5th. Larnach has bounced out twice today. Looking ahead to the upcoming series that the Twins begin on Friday at Fenway Park, we know that Connor Prelip will go Friday and Bailey Ober on Sunday. Twins have not announced their starter for Saturday. Now, Taj Bradley threw another bullpen earlier this morning. And so we may get more clarification from Derek Shelton postgame as to what is next for Taj after throwing another pen. To left center, here comes Myers. And 1 away here in the 5th inning. And Josh Bell to bat.
You don't need to be a sloth. Just don't be a cheetah. Slow down and enjoy the ride. Hey, we can live with it.
And that date also, Morty, would coincide with the IL time frame for pitchers. Pitchers 15 days, position players get 10. And so that would match up for Taj if indeed that is the move for Game 2 Saturday at Fenway.
Anticipate that is what we'll most likely see. I think they were waiting to see how I came out of his bullpen session today just to confirm that. But at the start of the year, he had the way he was pitching before that little hopefully minor hiccup. Go out there pitching in Fenway, a place where he's been to many times.
No swing from Doug Eddings at third base. And a 2-1 count on Bell. 0 for 2 today, 6 for 10 in the series. Well, we saw Kendry Rojas. He's in the dugout, and there's Sim. He's in the pen for now. So we just got a chance to see Sim in a small 1-inning stint out of the bullpen before the rain came a couple of nights ago. There's ball 4 as Bell draws the walk. And here comes Cody Clemens. Third walk issued by Burroughs today. So Sim right now, what's his role on the team? I think we're seeing it, that he's a bullpen arm. To what extent? We don't know if he's a long man, if he's part of a piggyback plan with Rojas. So what his exact role in the pen is undefined to us, but Sim clearly has an idea what he is doing out there in the bullpen. But that's how things look at this point. Line drive, base hit right field for Clemens. That'll move Bell down to second base. And the Twins look to add on to this 4-1 lead here in the 5th.
Pretty good swing here, and advantage for left-handed hitters. When you're holding that runner on, there's a hole on that right side. You hit it hard enough, there's a lot of real estate over there to get a ball through. Sets up another run scoring opportunity. So yeah, Sim down there moving around. I'm sure it's some anxiousness.
Flipped in the air to the right side. Infield fly is called as Matthews makes the play. So Keyshaw 0 for 3. And it's up to Caratini, who's 2 for 2 today. A home run, a single. He has scored 2 of the 4 Twins runs. Strike 1 at a changeup. Rojas, by the way, saw him inside the dugout. He looked great. Back here on Monday night, his first big league start. 4 scoreless innings, struck out 3, velocity upper 90s.
We'll be interested to see once Taj is back in the rotation, what the rotation looks like. Asked Shelty about a 6-man rotation before the game today. He said it makes things very, very, very challenging. Didn't sound like something that was really being discussed as an option.
Caratini strikes out and a high slider, and Burroughs works out of it. Twins leave 2. Joe Ryan, 9 strikeouts. Back out. It is an experience, and there's a face. A Joe Ryan experience here in the rubber game of this series. Warms up every inning. Swimmer stroke. Got hit by a throw off of his leg. An exchange with Christian Vasquez. Some good D behind him. James Outman earlier. We've heard him vocal today. A few my bads. That he wanted, did not get. All part of the Joe Ryan experience as he starts the 6th inning with 9 strikeouts, a season high. Career high is 12. And the most strikeouts any Twins starters had in an outing this season is 10. It's been done 3 times. Bailey Ober, a 10 strikeout game. Mick Abel, a 10 strikeout game against the Red Sox. Taj Bradley, a 10 strikeout showing against the Tigers.
He's got that swing and miss stuff going today. He's got that fastball. It's been generating a lot of miss.
We contact here, popped up to short, and Kreidler. So one away, Yordan Alvarez. 0 for 2 today. We take a look at our Jeep standings. Home run leaders. Schwarber with 20. Onataka Murakami. Twins will see him for the first time on Monday in Chicago with 17. Judge, Rice, Buxton, Alvarez. Top 6. Alvarez entering play today, leading the American League in total bases, second in the AL in both slug and OPS. Was the American League Player of the Month with just a huge start to his season, March, but mainly April. Good pitch there at 93, 1-2. Of his 15 home runs, he had 12 in April.
Be good to keep him quiet for the rest of this game.
It's a foul ball. These two teams meet again in late June. 3-game series in Houston, June 29th, 30th, and July 1st. Twins bullpen quiet. Walker on deck. To left, deep but playable for Larnach. 2 down.
You got to hit this in the right park.
It is now 12 in a row retired by Ryan. And Walker robbed of a base hit in the third on a great diving play by Outman in right center field.
Yeah, 104 off the bat. Line drive that just kept carrying out there.
And Joe also looking to match what he's done each of his last 2 starts. 6 innings, 1 run. And a strike away from matching that exact stat line. You see pitch counts higher early, but the efficiency has improved here.
The 5th inning was huge to get this pitch count back in shape and give him an opportunity to get a quality start out of this one. Maybe even go one more. We'll see.
Vasquez, I should say, Caratini wanted it down. It was down, but not close.
It's only the 2nd splitter he has thrown in this outing.
Popped up, playable for Gray. Inning over. 13 in a row retired by Joe Ryan. Twins batting in the 6th, leading by 3. Enjoy Sunday Fun Day here at Target Field with free ice cream on Kids Day, presented by Target. Kids 12 and under can enjoy ice cream treats, half-price U.S. Bank kids meals, and on the bases postgame. Make it a family tradition. Get your tickets now at twins.com/kidsday. The Twins are back home here at Target Field starting June 1st. 6-game homestand, White Sox, and then make that a 7-game homestand, White Sox and Royals. So a divisional play for the Twins when they return to downtown Minneapolis. Joe Ryan through 6. Twins bullpen going to work. Yoendrys Gomez is warming up. Ryan at 99 pitches. 0-2 to Gray. Tristan has walked twice today. Shelty has to love what he's seeing again today, and really what he's seen now on this homestand has been just tremendous. Even the bullpen too. The Twins pitching here the last now 12 games has been really good. The starters alone the last 12 have an ERA in the low 2s. Twins bullpen last 9 games, ERA in the mid 2s.
The rotation, impressive that you're missing Taj and how good his stuff has been in the first part of the season. Just kind of next man up opportunities for some, and these guys have taken advantage of those opportunities.
1-2 poked into center field and down. Tristan Gray on for the third time today.
Those bottom part of the order, 6, 7, 8, 9, doing basically all the damage. Single and a walk from the top part of the order, but the bottom part of the order has been the difference.
Way more into that changeup too. You wait back, you see it, you try to adjust on the depth of the ball, get the barrel out there. And
little Ichiro finish. Just keep that barrel through the zone.
How about the numbers that Ryan Kreidler is putting up with the Twins? Ground ball up the middle, backhanded by the second baseman Matthews, and completes the double play. So there are 2 down, but Kreidler with his home run back in the 4th inning. In 26 at-bats with the Twins, he's homered 3 times all this season. With the Tigers, 188 at-bats that really covered parts of 4 seasons. Hit 2.
Which is that few of at-bats over 4 seasons. Hard to get any rhythm going, but yes, it's been a good pickup, and he's impressed. And Royce Lewis being sent down, right-handed starters anticipate him playing a lot of third base.
And also could be in the mix, getting back to the conversation about first base as well. That chatted with Derek Shelton about that today, that he certainly could be in play as well, that mixed in at first base. Same for Orlando Arcia and even perhaps Tristan Gray.
Another gem this afternoon from Joe Ryan, and he's kind enough to join us now in the dugout. Joe, that was another great outing from you. What do you think was key here to, again, putting your team in such a good position?
It was easy to work with and just stay locked in. Defense great. I mean, that catch by Outman was incredible. He was flying through the air forever, and when you make plays like that, it definitely gives me an extra boost. And I feel like from that play on, I felt an extra jolt of energy, and felt really good. So yeah.
We had the tough news of hearing that Ryan Jeffers was going to be down for a little bit, but you've worked with Vic plenty of times, and then he gets you the home run and the support behind the plate as well. How much can you appreciate the effort from him today?
Yeah, I thought it was funny that Vasquez gets the hit to score a run, and then Vic says a little stronger and hits a homer. So that was it's good to see. A little battle for Puerto Rico there, but it's a good time. So Jeffers going down, it's always tough. I mean, he's been so good this year in the clubhouse and on the field, and just consistent in every way he could be. So it just sucks for him, but he seems like he's in a good headspace, and he'll be good going forward. So.
After your last 2 outings, you mentioned that they both felt like that was closer to being back to your true self, the most that you felt so far this season. When you say that, what exactly does feeling like yourself mean to you? And did you feel that again today?
Yeah, I felt pretty good. It was nice to just, early game and stuff, you're just hoping you get a little more energy as it goes on. I think second inning, I felt like I loosened up a little bit more, and then just as the game went on, I felt better and better. So that's always a good sign that you're in a good place. And we've been working well. Strength staff and training staff has been super helpful and put together a good plan. And I just feel good. Just pitching off the fastball, pitching off the off speed, mixing stuff up, and having a good plan. So yeah, Pete put together a good plan, and we executed.
Worked quite well today. Nice job. We appreciate you joining us, Joe.
Thank you, Audra.
Back to you guys.
Audra, thanks. And we thank Joe Ryan for joining us live. Great job inside the dugout, reflecting on another great outing. 6 innings, 1 run, struck out 9, retired the final 13 Houston batters he saw today. So that's now 3 consecutive starts, Morty, of 6 innings and allowing just 1 run.
It's especially impressive as how big of a scare it was when he threw 9 pitches in that Toronto outing and left. It looked like, well, we were all thinking the worst after losing Pablo for the season, and it turned out to just be a minor blip. And since then, he's been throwing the ball really, really well. And you wonder if there's maybe even a little peace of mind. You go feel a little something in your elbow, you go get a picture, they tell you everything looks great, and then you're just that much more comfortable going out there on the mound knowing that there's nothing structurally wrong. You just go out there and you get to pitch, and he's looked loose, he's looked confident, he's looked comfortable, he's used all his pitches.
2-2 now on Zach DeCenzo, who's 1 for 2 today. You know, Joe mentioned Pete Mackey put together a great plan, and Pete, he has, you know, some pretty firm rules in terms of when does that meeting happen. It's always 80 minutes before game time that he sits down with the starter and the catcher to go over the best way to attack the opposing team. And Pete starts his day off, and he says, he's almost old school, he says, yes, I still use Microsoft Word, that when I get to the office, I get to the ballpark, I type out everything that I'm going to do that particular day in terms of timing. He wants to make sure that everything that he plans out to do, he meets those numbers with how he maps up his day. But that 80-minute meeting, that is standard with the starter and the catcher before every game.
Well, I think when you set that precedent and you set expectations, guys follow it. Then the guys, if they know your coach is going to be in a certain place at a certain time, you plan the rest of your day around that. And I think being on time really matters for routines for guys. I think it's so much of this game is routine oriented. Game starts at 6:40. Here you work backwards from there of when I'm going to be in the cage, when I'm going to stretch, when I'm going to be in the training room, when I'm going to do all the things I need to get done. And so for the coaches to be punctual, be on time, and be able to stick to that, it just adds to the comfort level and guys being ready to go.
0-2 from Gomez is outside. I remember asking Pete, okay, at what point do you look back at the previous start with the starter? So in this case, you're looking back at last night's game with Zebby Matthews. He offers, in this case, Zebby either before that meeting, the next day, about a half hour, or they push it back a day or two max. Because what Pete says is we have to have that meeting before, in this case, Zebby would throw his side session, his bullpen 2 days before his next start. But look at Joe Ryan today, 19 swings and misses.
But not just with the four-seam fastball. Didn't really use the split much today. Didn't need it. He had great control of the other pitches. And swing and miss on the fastball is something that he's always had.
And no challenge here. Was a ball. Gomez right hand came up to the bill of his cap. No challenge here from Caratini. It was outside. Right call from Gabe Morales. Gomez looking to strike out the side. Matthews struck out twice, both swinging against Ryan. Smith on deck if this 7th inning continues. He struck him out. 96 from Gomez. So Myers, DeCenzo, Matthews strikeout, swinging. Joe Ryan watching this in the dugout. Great pitching today from the Twins.
Twins up 4-1 in the bottom of the 7th as we look at our Toyota game summary. Victor Caratini getting things going and tying the game earlier this afternoon with his 2nd home run of the season. Then Ryan Kreidler with a huge home run. This one good for 3 runs and his 3rd home run of the season. Joe Ryan, we just heard from him a second ago. He was great again this afternoon. 1 earned run on 4 hits, 6 innings of work. It's now 3 in a row where we've had really good Joe Ryan experiences.
Audra, well said as we take a look at a new arm for the Astros. 28 2/3 innings for A.J. Blubaugh, and that leads all AL relievers. 2nd time he's seen the Twins in this series. 2 scoreless innings on Monday, facing Buxton, Lardick, and Bell here in the 7th.
Twins would love to make this lead a little bit more comfortable here. Stretch it from 3 to maybe 4 or 5. And go a long way if you're able to get Buxton on base here.
Byron 0 for 2, hit by a pitch in the 1st inning. Reached 3rd base but did not score.
That changeup, that's been his best pitch so far this year. They're just hitting just 152 with a 182 slug on that. Something Twins have seen a lot of over the last 2 games.
Boy, it's not surprising because opposing teams, they see the data, they look at it, and they plan for it. How the Twins, there was a stretch of time a couple of weeks ago, wasn't it? It was sinker, 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 everything in. And now it's been almost change-up palooza here. The last, what, 2 weeks now?
And 2 starters last 2 nights, last 2 games. Best pitches are change-up, and then you got a guy coming out of the bullpen. Your first arm up is also a guy whose best pitches is change-up. But also a guy who has the ability to walk 18 in 28 innings.
Full count to Buxton. And the pitch, line to center field, and Myers makes the play for out number 1. I'll never miss a moment of Twins baseball right here with Twins TV. Stream all games throughout Twins territory and watch your favorite players live or on demand for the entire 2026 regular season for just $89.99. Sign up right now and join us right here at twins.tv. Larnach 0 for 3. Line to center field, and that will hang up for Myers for out number 2. I was going to say with Byron Buxton 0 for 3 today, hit by a pitch. You know his strikeout rate is the lowest it has been since 2021. It was 5 years.
But as he's increased or become a prolific home run hitter, to see that number come down as the home runs have gone up, career high last year, also been hitting a ton of home runs this year amongst the league leaders. It's a hitter growing, developing, continuing to evolve as his career goes along. I mean, this is something that everybody says, but I wish I would have known what I knew when I was 22 that I know that I'm 32, but it just takes that experience, all that time, all those at-bats.
And Bell will challenge, and Josh is going to be correct. To be inside. Twins have had a good day at the plate, challenging balls and strikes, and that continues.
Pitches the ball. Minnesota retains his 2 challenges.
1-1.
Good to see. Blue Ball kind of took that little extra stroll around the back of the mound. Thought he had an 0-2 count. Now he kind of had to recalibrate himself.
And Bell's going to challenge again.
Minnesota challenging the strike.
This one is close. Last one almost 2 inches. This will be closer, and Bell correct again.
Well, I think it's knowing that the last pitch, how far it was, and you know, your eyes tell you something as a hitter, and then you get to see that review in stadium. You go, yes, that was way in, and then it kind of gives you an idea on that next one that was closer to the plate that it was still in off the plate. Because every hitter kind of has a zone that they believe is the strike zone. You know, one part of the zone usually better than some of the others. But then to have that immediate reinforcement in the middle of your at-bat, you get to see exactly where that pitch was. It just kind of lets you know that you were right and your knowledge of the zone is good.
97, but Bell spoiled it to see one more. Josh a walk in the 5th. Bounce out and a fly ball out today. And Blue Ball strikes him out, and the inning is over. 8th inning coming up. Twins maintain a 3-run lead.
Do that without the athletes, coaches, families, volunteers, donors, and fans like you who are stepping up to the plate with us. We love this game. It's our legacy, powered by you.
It's time for our upcoming schedule, brought to you by Progressive. The season-long 10-game road trip is on the horizon. It kicks off Friday in Beantown. A 3-game set against the Red Sox, 4 against the White Sox, 3 against the Pirates, and then back home. 17 straight. We're about to start here for the Twins, guys.
Audra, thank you. As we start the 8th inning, Twins are 6 outs away from another rubber game win. Cam Smith 1 for 2 today. Defensively, Twins make some changes. Austin Martin into the game now playing right. That moves Cody Clemens from right to first. So Bell done for the day. Zach Cole is on deck. Looks like he will bat for Christian Vasquez. And a challenge here from Caratini.
Minnesota's challenging the ball.
Caratini has done well. The challenge is at the plate and just missed.
The pitch is the
Look
ball.
at this.
Minnesota has one remaining.
You can't get closer than that. Unreal. One challenge left for the Twins, and now a 3-1 count to Smith. And lines a base hit to left. So the Astros now with 5 hits. Smith has 2 of the 5. The leadoff man is on. First base runner the Astros have had since the 2nd inning.
We're going to get a pinch hitter Cole. It'll be interesting to see. Bond throwing down there in the pen, but Caratini's going to go out. He's going to take a nice slow stroll out to the mound. Give Bond time to warm up. Also Morris time to warm up. That might be the slowest walk I've seen all year out to the pitcher's mound. And we should see somebody pop out of the dugout shortly.
Zach Cole, one start in this series. It came last night, played right field. 0 for 3, 0 for 4 in the series. So the meeting is over, and looks like Gomez will face Cole.
3-run lead. Also probably playing into it.
0 for 1 as a pinch hitter, just 14 games for Cole. Zach Cole was homegrown, 10th round pick by Houston in 2022. Our progressive wire cam. Cam Smith at first base, nobody out. And Gomez behind Cole, 2-0.
Gomez, see the 25 pitches. Since he's been in the big leagues, he hasn't thrown more than 11 in any of his appearances. But when he was with Tampa, he had a 29, a 40 in his last couple. It was about 3 weeks ago. But he is capable of giving you multiple innings, multiple outs.
Zach Cole missed nearly a month on the minor league injured list with a fracture in his 5th toe on his right foot. Reinstated on May 4th and brought up to the big league club that day. The 2-2. He struck him out looking at 96. So Gomez fell behind 2-0, comes back to strike out Cole. It's now 4 strikeouts for your entries, Gomez. And 1 down here in the Houston 8th.
A good life on that fastball. Cole had thoughts of maybe thinking that was off, but caught a lot of the plate.
So 13 strikeouts the Twins pitchers have combined for today. Ryan and Gomez. Now Pena, 1 for 3. Pena singled off Ryan in the 1st inning, and then Joe struck him out his last 2 at-bats.
That's what it's been a lot of today. That sweeper, low and away, well located. Had a good game plan, and they've executed that game plan, as Joe said. Good plan by Pete, and then good execution.
So Nate Pearson in the Houston pen activated off the injured list yesterday. He throws hard. Former Blue Jay. Smith stays, and the 0-2 outside. The 1-2, Gomez to Pena. Was outside. Pena so far in 13 games, 8 strikeouts to 3 walks. Now 3-2. Was outside. Crowd today 23,522. Smith leads. Stays.
That got Caratini good. Not sure if that was forearm on the foul ball. He's feeling that one. Shoulder. Missed the pad.
Probably ball 4 as well. Back-to-back starts for Victor Caratini. Behind the plate. Left shoulder took one there. Once again, Gomez, but first to check on Smith, and he's back in safely. Bad idea. Very close play, but Smith looked to be safe. No challenge. Struck him out. A cutter. 5 strikeouts for Gomez and 2 down for Isaac Paredes.
So well located. Pitched him tough all day. That hit that his first at bat, but then he just executed that game plan to near perfection. The next 3.
Breaking ball low, ball 1 to Paredes, and probably 2 more to the fact that picked up the out there and bought Gomez another batter here with a 3-run lead.
From Twins territory to the world, Delta, official airline of the Minnesota Twins.
So Caratini out for a visit. Now Gabe Morales will break up the meeting. Smith, the leadoff single, but back-to-back strikeouts, and Smith is still at first base. 1 ball, no strikes on Paredes. A high fly to left and playable. Trevor Larnach in the gorgeous Minnesota sunshine makes the play. Nice job to Andres Gomez. He struck out 5. Twins baseball is powered by MLB. Experience a Twins game from Legends Landing. This new all-inclusive area here at Target Field offers great views of home plate and the downtown skyline with unlimited food and beverage. Make this your next game destination here at the ballpark. Twins.com/Legends Landing. 4-1 Twins, bottom 8. Pitching change for Houston. And on to make his Astros debut is righty Nate Pearson, fresh off the injury list after missing the first 49 games of the season, recovering from an elbow injury.
Yeah, he's got a plus fastball. He's going to average 97 miles an hour with it. Primarily fastball slider. That one 99. It's got some life to it.
Cesar Salazar in to catch after Zach Cole hit for Christian Vasquez last inning. Andres Gomez, nice job. 5 strikeouts, 2 scoreless innings out of the bullpen. So 14 strikeouts for the Twin staff today. Cody 1 for 3. Pearson, as he was coming up through Toronto's system, he was a former first-round pick. He was a highly touted prospect early on in his professional career. Missed all of 2022. Could appear in 60 games in 2024 combined with Toronto and the Cubs. With the Cubs a bit last year. 2-2 at 99.
Well, he was part of what they believed was going to be the future with the Blue Jays, and just battled inconsistency, staying healthy, but 6'6" righty that throws 98, 99. He's going to get plenty of opportunities.
Seventh pitch coming up to Clemens. In the air to left, and DeCenzo makes the play for out number 1.
This copyright telecast is presented by authority of the Minnesota Twins and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Minnesota Twins.
Luke Keyshaw 0 for 3 today. Shattered bat to short, and Pena makes the running catch. And quickly 2 down. Andrew Morris looks like he will have the chance to save it in the 9th inning. Twins have 8 different guys with at least 1 save this season. And Morris, he has a big league win, does not have a major league save. Right now, a 3-run game, it would be a save situation, but Caratini swung the bat well today, 2 for 3. A home run, a single, and a run. Ahead of Pearson now, 2 balls and no strikes. To short, and Pena. He throws out his former teammate, and Pearson 3 up 3 down here in the 8th inning. Yordan Alvarez leads off the 9th in a moment. 9th inning has arrived here at Target Field. Twins are 3 outs away from a series win. Our Delta drone camera. Plenty of sunshine today, and hopefully 3 outs away from the Twins grabbing their 23rd win of the season. And Yordan Alvarez will lead things off for the Astros. 0 for 3 today, 1 for 10 in the series. And Andrew Morris, the rookie, is on, seeking Morty's first major league save.
He's coming in to face the same part of the lineup he faced the other day after the rain delay. Almost 2-hour rain delay. He came in and faced Alvarez. Fortunately walked him, single to Walker, but then was able to get a double play and get out of the inning.
Has 1 career professional save, and that was in 2024 at AA Wichita. '97. Good ball 1 to Alvarez. Walker on deck, and then Myers. 2-2. Andrew Morris, he joined the Blue Jays for his debut last month. Derek Shelton was candid, was honest with him. Just be ready to pitch. Can't tell you what role you're going to have, but be ready. And he's been used in a variety of roles. He really has been. It wasn't too long ago he was asked to, speaking of Joe Ryan, come in, provide some length here against Toronto after Joe left after throwing 9 pitches.
That tells you that Shelty kind of trusts him in pretty much any situation.
Good pitch. Pops up Alvarez, room for Gray. It was a changeup, 1 down. And the Twins have kept Alvarez quiet here all week long. So now Christian Walker. Topa, Garcia each with 2. And you can add Taylor Rogers as well to that group. He saved his first the other night. So there's 8 Twins with at least 1 save. And Morris would be the 9th. And today the Twins are playing their 50th game of the season. So 50 games in, potentially 9 different pitchers with 1 save. That to me is rare.
Shocked if anyone was within 3 of that.
Foul tip, 0-2. Efforting to be able to back that up, but just all these stats in our game, that one seems rather unusual. He struck him out, 97. 2 down.
He's got the highest arm slot of anyone on the Twins, way over the top, and that fastball just never comes down. And then 97 miles an hour. It's the upper end of his velocity. Well executed pitch.
To short, to Hopper, this should do it. Brian Kreidler throws him out. Andrew Morris with his first big league save, and the Twins win the game and the series over the Astros. 4-1 the final here at Target Field. Victor Caratini home run. He scored twice. Ryan Kreidler went deep again. A 3-run shot. Joe Ryan struck out 9, 6 innings, allowing just 1 run. Twins are 23-27. For Justin Morneau and Audra Martin, Corey Provis saying so long. Marty, Anthony Recker standing by. Twins postgame next.